posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the township website. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our servicemen here and abroad. Thank you. Roll call.
Mayor Dubois.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kapodis is not with us tonight. Committeeman Huber.
Here.
Committeeman Kaiser.
Present.
Committeeman Weber.
Here.
Okay, proclamations and announcements. Just a friendly reminder, twice a week garbage collection until August 30th, Monday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday. Recycling for the entire township will continue to be on Wednesdays. Electronic recycling continues to be held the first Saturday of every month at the pool. DPW has also added the third Sunday of every month. Hours for both days are 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And also, the grass you can bring over there.
You can also bring your vegetative waste there as well. Joint meeting of the BOE with the Board of Education on Monday, July 15th, 6 p.m. in the high school media room, followed by a workshop meeting at 7 p.m. at the municipal building. Regular township committee meeting in July is Tuesday, July 16th at 7 p.m. Another friendly reminder that our farmers market will begin every Monday from July 1st to the last Monday in October, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the library. We will now take public comment on agenda items only. Seeing as there are none, we will move on to reports. Finance.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the total amount of payroll and vouchers for the period from June 12th, 2019 to June 25th, 2019 in the amount of $5,626,450.07.
I'll second that report.
Committeeman Kaiser.
Yes.
Committeeman Weber.
Yes.
Committeeman Huber.
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes. Moving on to minutes and reports. Yeah, sorry.
Nope.
No, you go.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the special meeting minutes of the regular workshop meeting minutes and executive meeting minutes of April 22nd, 2019 as emailed.
I'll second.
Let's go with Kaiser Jr.
All in favor?
Aye. New business, ordinances, we have a second reading.
This is for ordinance 2019-10. This ordinance amends the township's revised general ordinances at Chapter 20 to add provisions regarding the purchase of flow rights by developers.
Madam Chairman, I have a motion to accept ordinance 2019-10, publication to be in local source July 4th, 2019.
I can second that.
Before we take a vote on it, I think we should just tell the public what it is.
I was going to suggest we do that.
Comment, too.
You know, we've been working on this for a while. This is so that when a developer comes in, puts up a building, we're going to actually collect some money from it, and it's going to go into an account that can either be used for purchasing flow rights or upgrading our system in town. Craig, do you have anything you want to kind of, because I know you've been crafting that.
I think that properly summarizes it.
So that addresses a concern that we have. So we're not then burdening the town with paying for additional flow rights all out of our pocket.
And that was a concern that a couple of residents brought up when they attended the meeting, the presentation we had in regards to redevelopment, and we mentioned that we are working on some things, and this is one of the things we are working on and have been working on, and we're moving along with this. So this is just another step in the right direction in regards to dealing with sanitation, sewage, flow rights, all that good stuff. Public comment? Any other discussion up here?
No, long overdue.
Okay, I'll do roll call. Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Okay.
We do not have any first readings. Moving on to resolutions. We will adopt the resolutions by consent. So we have, let me know if you want to pull anything. We have 2019-202, 2019-203.
Yes.
Okay. 2019-204, 2019-205, 2019-206, 2019-207, 2019-208, 2019-209, 2019-210, 2019-211, 2019-212.
I'll pull 211.
Okay. 2019-212, 2019, oh, that's it.
All right. Make a motion to adopt resolutions 2019-202, 2019-204, 2019-205, 2019-206, 2019-207, 2019-208, 2019-209, 2019-10.
And 12.
Yeah, 2019-12.
I second.
Okay. Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Resolution 2019-203. This resolution revises Resolution 2019-13, which authorizes the execution of a professional service contract with Stephen Goldstein Esquire for legal services for public defender for the period ending December 31, 2019.
All right. Madam Chairman, for Resolution 2019-203, I vote for adopt. This is a second.
Wait, I thought you pulled it because you wanted.
Well, I pulled it, I'm going to pull it, but we have to,
I thought we discussed first, but okay.
all right, you got to say second.
Yeah,
Oh, three.
I'll second 2019-203.
And the only reason this is it, because the language in the first of the year was wrong. Steve's been doing it so far this year, and that's what people know. We're not just appointing someone right now in the middle of the year. He's been doing it. Okay,
Okay. Committeeman Huber?
yes.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Okay, Resolution 2019-211. This resolution appoints Kristen Ragland as Rent Leveling Board Secretary to fill the term of Margaret Bandrowski expiring on December 31, 2019.
I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2019-211 as read by Madam Clerk.
I'll second.
Second. Just pulled this to highlight that after many years, Margaret Brandowski retired as Secretary of the Rent and Leveling Board, and I think the committee came to a consensus that Kristen would be the best person to fill her shoes, and will get the Rent Leveling Board once again working. Best of luck to Kristen. She's a township employee that will do a fantastic job.
Agreed.
Okay, Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes. Okay, we're moving on to discussion and action items.
We have a, looking to approve a request from Temple Beth Am to waive the permit fee for backflow preventer in the amount of $77.
A second.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
We
Okay.
also have to approve the recreation request received from Congregation Israel for use of the pool field for adult softball activities from 8 to 10 p.m. on the following Sundays. They would be June 30th, July 7th, July 14th, July 28th, August 4th, August 10th. Hold harmless and certificate insurance has been provided. So I'd like to make a motion to adopt that.
And I will second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
We also have approve recreation request from Mrs. Susan Kim for the donation of a bench at Chisholm Park in memory of her late husband, Ted Kim. We accepted a memorial bench a few years ago, so there's a recent procedure for this request. Director of Rec, Adam Lieb, is working with the Kim family to source the bench that's appropriate for the park. He's also going to coordinate with DPW to assemble and install it, so I want to make a motion to adopt that.
Second,
Okay, Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber,
yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes. We don't have any unfinished business that
Oh, wait,
I'm aware
I
of?
want that.
Oh, maybe we do.
Yes. I talked to John today. I want us to start investigating solar panels to get electricity for the town, cheaper. Years ago, we couldn't do it here, and the county offered was gonna pay for it because this grid couldn't accept it.
The infrastructure, it was a whole big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
okay.
been asking for a while.
But there are new things out there that we want to check out and start. It could help the town save money. That's
Yep.
what we're here for. All right, and
Yep.
John agreed that he would check it out, right?
We'll bring you the info shortly. We met with Constellation Energy yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
2 days ago. And there's some new technology out there and things that they're going to do differently that it may be a huge benefit for us not to put the panels actually here. There's a way you can actually share in the solar farm. So it wouldn't be on our property, but we get to share in it. That may be a benefit to us. The other thing that I'd like to propose, that I'm looking into right now, is going to auction for our electric rates. We can drive our costs down on what we pay for electric.
We've had meetings, somebody come and talk to the public, and it was a few years ago. We tried to sell the rights, whatever it is, and they came and they did it, and then they checked it out, and they couldn't really save us money.
What I would recommend that we do is not include residential. This is strictly for the municipality.
Okay,
And that we can show the savings on that. We will save money on it. If residential, if people want to do it individually, they can do it themselves. But I don't think we should kind of like force that. I think we should just stick to our buildings and the street lights, that type of thing.
it wasn't a force, it was like if you wanted to buy it, you could buy it, you'd get into it. If you didn't, you didn't.
Right.
They wanted to see where everybody stood in the town. But no, whatever you think.
All right, we're working on that. I'll bring that back to you as soon as we get more info.
Thank you.
Hey, can I ask a question? JCP and L. If you go toward Union and all that, they have solar panels on their lights and all that. They don't have any intention to do anything like that up here.
In talking to several of the solar companies, they really don't work.
Oh, they don't?
No, they said they were a waste of time, actually.
Yeah.
There's, again, with new technology, there's better ways.
Also, other people over on, where JCP&L is supposed to be paving the street. They came around or sent around a letter that they're gonna start this week. Nothing's been started, something like that. You just wanna know, are they gonna start soon? I hope,
I'll have to check in the morning for you.
yeah, I just got a call before I got here.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Is that the Laurel section?
Yeah, so,
Okay.
It's Laurel.
yeah, I think it's cool.
I'll find out first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Last night at the workshop, when the department heads were here, we just got some updates regarding pool memberships. Pool memberships are doing well right now. They're on pace. Some are ahead of pace, actually. And although we didn't have the exact numbers in front of us regarding non-resident memberships, not guests, but actual memberships, those were doing well as well, and those are good.
Reminded people.
Yes, the pool is open now. My child was running around there all day today, so I'm very familiar with the fact that it's open. The snack bar, of course, is open because she likes to just literally take my money and light it on fire, so the pool is open, and go enjoy yourself. There are more shade structures. The grass is looking great. There's a Gaga pit, so you can get, we have Mr. Huber's grass.
Can somebody explain the Gaga pit?
All right.
I know what the Gaga pit is.
Gaga is
I
no
am.
joke.
Oh,
It's like the UFC octagon of youth sports. And you get in there, and the object of the game is to hit the ball and not get hit below the knee, I believe, or not in your legs at all, possibly. I'm kind of dating myself with this explanation. As a camp counselor, you think I would know better. But anyone under the age of probably 20 or maybe 17 knows about Gaga and loves it. So it's great that we have it at the pool this year. And just get out there, go check out the pool, and have a good time.
Yep.
And don't forget, the room is available to rent, both at Chisholm and at the pool. And you can bring in alcohol as well.
And the gym's open, right?
And the gym at the pool is open as well, so you can go to the pool, kids can go swim, adults can go work out.
Regular membership?
It is.
We're gonna charge a little more.
We
but no.
didn't, I don't believe, we still didn't do that this year. We didn't, we thought it might be a little challenging to keep an eye on that, so if you're a member of the pool, feel free to go to the gym, check it out. And hopefully we'll see you there this summer. Any other unfinished business?
Can I give you a little bit of an update on a couple of things for the public?
Please, yes.
A couple of things. Today, we had the bid opening for Brook and Salter, and the winning company is AJM, and that's what our July 5th meeting, the special meeting is for, is to award that contract so that they can start hopefully very quickly. So they had the winning bid. Art's looking it over right now to make sure everything is where it needs to be. We're going to contact them right away and see when they can start. On our developments going on in town, just to bring you up to date quickly, the public, Saks, the redevelopment agreement, Matt is working on it, still probably a couple weeks away before he's got that done. Wawa's, everybody I think has seen is gone, the lot is pretty much cleared. As we come down, Charlie Larkin at SPD Sale across the street, the tank is gone, the building's down, he's going to supply us a schedule in the next couple of days, so we'll have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen when. Going to the Gomes building, we've got some updates there. The asbestos report was provided to us. The state has accepted it. Today, actually, we went over, he owes us a tank sweep. He owes us rodent control and some permit fees. He delivered to us a letter from the environmental company he uses for the tank sweep that Jerry is going to accept for taking the building down. He still has to do a complete tank sweep for the outlying area, but there is no tank where the buildings are. So he
Can you
can,
explain to them what a tank sweep is, because
it's like a treasure hunt. You go with a machine and it tells you what's underground. You're looking
Sounds
for
like fun.
You're looking for a tank, basically.
I'm off for a couple weeks.
And if you find it, you got to take it out, and then you have to test, make sure there's no spill, there's no oil there. If there is, regardless of when it happens, you have to clean it up. Remediation has to be done. So this does not allow him not to do that. He can't avoid anything. The only thing we're doing is we're kind of giving him a little bit of a jump. He can start getting his paperwork in, the permits issued, and he can start his demo. We met with JCP&L the other day. Actually, we had them and then Verizon also. We're making progress there. JCP&L, just so everyone knows, they've got to move one pole to the other corner by the gas station and a couple poles on Caldwell. They said that actually between design and actual installation, you're looking at about 6 months. But again, that should not hold him up because he's got to demo the building. He's got a bunch of other work he's got to get done. So we are seeing progress. It's slow and we're going to keep on him, but we are getting there. I think that's all we have on the updates on those for the moment.
I appreciate, I know there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that people aren't aware of, and I know you're working really hard to stay on
It's
all
every
this,
day.
and we appreciate it.
We're trying to move
because
them along, believe me.
I know you're in and out of meetings constantly in regards to this, and we appreciate
We
it.
will get there.
And I think you keeping your foot on the gas is what's moving this along, so we appreciate it. Thank
We'll
you.
get there.
what about the buildings behind Presbyterian Church?
Well, those, as you know, Garden Homes bought that now, and they did knock down the 2 houses. At this point, we have not seen any application, so I can't tell you anything further, what he's planning, or, it would be speculation at this point.
Okay.
So as soon as we get a formal application in, we'll start the process.
Going back to Gomes.
Yes, sir.
The pole work, they have no problem doing the pole work after the building's down?
No, and actually what we found out, here's what's very interesting. One of the problems is the transformer that's on the middle pole faces the building. If it was on the opposite side, we would have clearance. So they're actually going to look and see if they can swing it around. If we can't, there are companies that are able to go in and be within the 10-foot setback and knock the building down. So what we said to Gomes, what we suggested to him is, you knock down everything that you're capable of, and the areas where you can't, there's companies that are able to do that. Call one of them in and just have them do those sections.
The front face of the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to encourage him to do. So we're working on that also. So we're trying to get demo in the next, hopefully, I would say, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks. He's free to go and start demoing.
All right, that's good news. There's always a lot of chatter around town and everything else about who's holding this up and who's holding that up, or, if you pay attention to the meetings and you ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers. And I'm not specifically talking to anybody here, it's more for the camera, if anybody's watching on YouTube. There's nobody holding these projects up, it's just a lengthy process. The other thing I have is, this weekend, I don't think this weekend could have went any better. I think
Good
this
point.
weekend was a home run. I haven't heard one, I would have done this differently, or one. Everybody seemed to be really pleased with the way the fireworks went off and the battle reenactments, and my man Matt over there sacrificed his entire weekend for us. Parties and all, so he can be for us.
We talked about last night, and I know you were busy, but we talked about maybe having the fireworks like a week before 4th of July, and keep on going, because we can do the 4th. I got a lot of compliments about the fireworks. I mean, they were, as my wife said, they were excellent.
I actually had people reach out to me and say the fireworks were great, so people took time to actually, so that's how much they enjoyed them.
And that might be an interesting part. The idea you have is, because you know what, if year after year after year, if you do it a few days before, it gives people, 2 days to see.
Well, see, we were,
show.
like Scott was here last night, and he said, if you have it like on a Friday, your first day for July is on a Friday. A lot of people go away for the 3-day weekend. You have it on a Sunday, you got to work the next day. So we were talking maybe like the Saturday night before 4th of July, having it every.
Other town, yeah, it's not unheard of.
And that way, we could attract a lot of people.
Right, it benefits us, and then if, people want to see another great show, they can go to another great town and see another show, see 2 shows. So I like that idea.
I thank you for bringing it up, because I almost forgot to say it here. This weekend was incredible, and all of the department heads, everyone up here who worked on it, there are people who've been working on it for the better part of a year, and I've reached out to them personally, but I just wanted to go on record as saying I appreciate all the work they did to get it done, because I know people sometimes reach out to me because I'm in this position right now, but I had very little to do with what went on this weekend, and I want to make sure the people that did all the hard work get the credit. There were so many volunteers, there were so many departments, all of our first responders, DPW, OEM. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah.
So I've emailed everybody and I've talked to people, but there were so many people that put this weekend on, and it couldn't have been a better weekend. I know I have 2 children and a husband that's somewhat like a child sometimes, who loved every moment of it.
We are not.
They enjoyed it immensely. The weather was perfect. I will take credit for that. I did have a deal with Mother Nature that she would finally cut us a break. So the weather was amazing, but it was just so much fun and just such a great time to be a part of the Township Committee, to be mayor, to be in Springfield. And everybody who was a part of it, if you're watching, if you watch this, if you hear it, thank you so much. There's a couple of you out here now, thank you so much. I loved that every time I saw Scott driving around, he was in a different vehicle like a superhero, and he was always doing something. But it was just great. It was just a fun time to be a part of Springfield, and I'm glad I was lucky to be a part of it, and I think everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it up, because I almost forgot that I
Wouldn't have done anything differently.
Mayor, before we end, can I make one comment on Committeeman Weber's comment on developments? If anybody in the public has any questions, would like to see anything, I'm here every day. Please stop in and see me. We'll give you all the information that we have that's available.
Absolutely. Okay, on that note, and then I shuffled my papers, Moving on to correspondence, we have one from Union County Utilities Authority in regards to aggregate disposal fees, and everybody has that. And otherwise, we will take public comment on any governmental issues.
Not with shorts.
And we're done, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Speak into the microphone.
Michael Furcy, 139 Side Avenue. I just want to thank you for 2019 batch 10. Mr. Dow, nice job.
Thank you.
Everybody, it was a long time coming. We're good with that. I'd also like to thank you for the previous stuff that was done, the amendments to the upgraded ordinance on the runoff, so that stuff is all in the house. And I just wanted to inform you guys that I just found out last Thursday, since 1954, there has never been an exchange of flow rights between communities. The one that did occur in 1995 was a forced issue because of a lawsuit. So we were the only ones in the history of the authority that voluntarily did it the right way. Mr. Disco made sure that they didn't give up a lot. We didn't purchase more than we needed. And the compliments keep going over there because we're doing the right thing.
Well, it's nice to hear, thank you.
Michael, just so you know too, we did put the I&I meters in already. And I think actually we're going to be taking those out and getting the information and start looking at it and see what we've discovered.
It was a great month to pull up data.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. It rained, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, just the event this morning.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Half hours.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. And the day before, I think it was Saturday morning or maybe Monday morning, there was another,
Yeah.
I had to pull over.
You have softball parents here, we're aware of all the rain. My goodness.
So I'm glad you guys were able to pull some data. I'm sure it's going to be very, very useful and hopefully.
We're going to stay the course.
Hopefully it's going to continue like this because nobody wants to see this, but I hope that those devices are going to make a difference. As a matter of fact, I know they will. So, thank you very much.
And Mike, I just want to say to you, thank you for all your help. I mean, you've done a lot. You know, you're always behind the scenes with this.
I'm not doing it for
Yes, he
you.
is.
I'm doing it because I'm a cheapskate.
We love
But you
that,
know-
though.
But you know what Committeeman Huber says is right on, and he beat me to it, and I'm glad. No, I'm glad he said it, because a lot of things are thankless jobs. I had no idea anything about flow rights, anything. I had no idea what you're talking about, and you caught me one December, and I was just like, what are you talking about? And you know what, if it wasn't for dudes like you who really go and handle this on your own time and everything else, you do a good job for us.
I don't do anything for
So-
myself. You know, I think it's
Well, you do it for the whole community, how's that? You do it for an entire town, so for that, thank you.
community, and I think, because
So-
nobody likes to throw money away. And this
No,
is
man.
a perfect example of how we're doing it every time we flush.
Yeah,
Yep.
so,
But thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Any other public comment? I just wanted to say really fast, when we talked about the weekend, that I mentioned all the department heads and volunteers, but the anniversary committee obviously played a huge role, and everybody who was on there, if you're listening, if you watch this, thank you. You guys did an incredible job, and you did a ton of work, and it really paid off. So thank you to all of the members of that anniversary committee. And
And thank you, Linda, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
definitely. I said up here, that worked really hard.
Linda was there all day Saturday, I know that. Saturday
Michael,
night.
with Michael.
Michael, so,
And we're still selling the souvenirs.
Yes, we still have souvenirs. See Jen Sherman come to town.
And those white T-shirts are the coolest. I mean, they're all great, but those white T-shirts are
Springfield ones,
especially.
right?
They've already-
Yeah,
they've
those are
already-
especially cool.
They've gone up in price up.
Oh, come on.
They've
For me
appreciated.
even?
They've
I can't get a
appreciated.
hook
yeah,
up?
appreciate it.
collector's items already.
Wait,
Right.
I want,
vintage.
can I buy it from the guy out in the parking lot the way I do at concerts?
225 years, and we have more days.
Yeah, there's two shirts.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I always do.
I'm for adjournment.
Wait, did we announce the July 5th? Do we announce?
I think you said it, but
I don't-
July
did I?
5th,
You can.
there is a
Yeah, you
special-
didn't begin.
I mentioned it, but you can mention it again.
Okay, July 5th, we have a quick, brief special meeting at 9 AM, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
So, and
I'll
I,
be calling in.
yeah, some,
that's fine.
those of us up here who are not teachers that are available that day will be calling in, but I'll be available.
Some non-teachers will be here.
Oh, yeah, maybe, possibly.
Some non-teachers.
And that is so we can award the road work for Salter and
Yes.
Brook, so everyone knows.
So it'll be very brief, but it will happen.
9 o'clock, right?
Yes, 9 a.m.
So some of us will be here, some of us will be calling in, and I think that's it.
Vote for adjournment?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Wait.